Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be all about how I create a cut crease. To start off, we're just going to be using a clean base. You guys can use anything you like. I like to use this paint pot. This is by MAC, and I'm just going to apply it with a brush. That way, every shadow that we use is going to have a nice clean base to work off of. And then we're just going to go ahead and set everything. And then once we get done setting it, I'm going to show you guys brushes throughout this tutorial. And it's just going to give you guys some reference as to what I use, but feel free to use whatever you have in your collection. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going to start off right above my crease. I'm going to create this transition because that's really where we're working at and we want the most depth. So I'm going to go look straight and I'm going to try to find it. And you guys can see kind of a hollow shadow in where my crease is. And I'm going to be taking a light cream shadow. I'm going to be using this palette today just to show you guys, but I'm really just focusing putting the product right in the crease and above the crease. Any mistakes that you make on the lid or anything, don't worry about it because you're really going to end up creating a clean slate again because you're going to be covering everything with concealer. So your main focus is going to be just focusing on the crease area and above. Now we're going to go in and we're going to start defining the crease, and you can take an angled brush or flat definer, whatever works easiest for you. And as you guys can see, I have this small little overlapping on the inner corner, so I always like to make sure that I kind of follow it but then kind of go above it because otherwise it makes my cut creases look a little wonky. So just looking forward and kind of imagining where I'm going to create that line. So you're basically just going to make a rough sketch. Don't worry if it's not precise because you're going to end up blending it out anyways. So really just focus on where you kind of want that darkest color to be at, and if you make mistakes, it's okay. We're going to blend it out anyways. So once we get to kind of doing a rough sketch on the eye area, just make sure you're looking straight while you're doing it, because if you look any other way, if you look down, you're really going to kind of mess it up. And then we're going to go in with these really small brushes, and I love these brushes so much for the crease, especially when I do cut creases, because they're small enough to fit right in the crease area, but they're also fluffy enough to blend out at the same time. So I'm blending it in the crease, and I'm really focusing it on blending it upward and making sure that the color is being diffused. You're going to do this a few times. I like to do mine between 2 to 3 times, but you guys will see that I'm going to go in with a black shadow because the palette that I was using was not performing to par. So I also wanted to show you guys a really good cut crease, and you guys could really see some definition. So again, going in with that color and then blending it out one more time. I do like to put it on the outer corner because the way I like to do my cut creases, I don't like to do them more winged out, as you guys probably have seen. I like mine to be really cut right on the inner corner. So I'm applying that black right on the outer corner and then focusing on blending the crease area. Now we're going to go in, and you can take whatever you would like, and we're going to start cutting the crease. And I like to use these really small brushes. You want them to be small enough that you can work with and that are really going to give you a really good precision. So I'm going to take some concealer, as you guys can see, and I like to start right in the center of my eye, and then I kind of really like to take a mirror and look straight. And when I look straight, then I can really see, okay, when I look at somebody, they're going to see my eye like this. So this is how I want my cut crease to look. And this is trial and error a few times, you guys. I have made my creases way too high above my crease. I've made my cut creases way too low. Once you start doing it, you'll get the hang of it. And now we're going to take our fingers, and I'm going to blend out the outer corner. You ever get that little area where it's really dark right on the outer corner? So I found a trick, and my trick is right on the outer corner. What I like to do is I actually like to set it. Now, I know that some people are going to be like, really? But I find that if you set it with just some translucent powder or a cream shadow, something that's not going to take this color away, you're going to prevent yourself from getting that really stark line that you see sometimes with cut creases. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I've done it numerous times. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and start blending it out. So I'm going to put that really chocolate brown back into the outer corner, and I'm going to start working it out, and then I'm going to start applying the rest of my shadows. And this is really just now applying shadows onto the crease area and then blending everything out. That there is how I do my cut creases. Thank you guys so much for requesting this video. And if you guys have any tips or tricks that you guys like to do with your cut creases, go ahead and leave them in the comments below because I'm sure they will help people out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe down below before you head out. I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.